Hey there, actor-performer friends. Let's talk about audition anxiety. What is it about performing in front of others that makes us such a nervous wreck? Now, I explained to you in the last two videos how our brain's amygdala, the source of fear, panic, and rage, can get triggered in really highly stressful situations, setting off a nasty case of fight, flight, or freeze, or as we lovingly refer to it, amygdala hijack. In this video, I'll show you how you can deal with it as it's happening. Now, one of the effects of an amygdala hijack in a high-pressure situation like an audition is that when we're flooded with stress hormones, our focused attention goes completely off the rails. Our emotions are in free fall and we become fixated on the most stressful aspects of the moment. We see nothing but disapproving faces. The director on its phone, those two talking behind the table, and then there's the casting director who gives you that long, soul-piercing gaze and then begins typing furiously on their laptop. Full velociraptor panic ensues. But you, my dear one, are a highly functioning, self-aware artist of skill and substance who need not be ruled by your ancient caveman sensibilities. In this instance, we need the ability to practice attentional deployment. Now, it's no accident that that sounds like a military term because it takes that degree of mental toughness and discipline training to execute. But don't worry, you've got this, my talented friend. Attentional deployment is a technique that we can use to regulate emotions when they feel overwhelming. Two ways to do this are through distraction and concentration. Let's play with the idea of using these techniques in the waiting room before your audition, okay? Distraction it is. Be careful with the distraction technique because you don't want it to completely take you off your game. But if you're having, pre-audition panic in the waiting room, you could distract yourself by having, let's say, daydreams about what your character expected when they woke up this morning. What series of events did they experience leading up to the scene that you'll be auditioning for? Let yourself really dig into the details there. Engage in their senses. What did they see, hear, smell, taste, touch? That way, you're hanging out in the mind of your character, having character thoughts, instead of getting caught up in nervous actor thoughts, worrying about what could go wrong in your audition. Pretty cool, huh? So that's an example of a distraction technique. Hop on over to part 2 of this video where we'll practice the concentration technique.